Hello there everybody and welcome back to another episode of Brotato. Today we are continuing with the GMO mod and we're going to be taking a build from the comment section that you guys left yesterday. So this one is by Florian and he was saying that a good combo is going to be Jack character. I don't like the fact it doesn't do that. Is the Jack character who gets 50% against bosses and elites, 200% materials dropped, minus 75% enemies, 250% enemy health, plus 50% enemy damage. So we take him. And we try and give him some more enemies. So we go with something like the Loud. You also get a bit more damage here. You can see how that goes. And then we obviously got the downsides here where it's minus 10% XP gain, plus 10% item prices, plus 15% enemies, which is actually good for Jack. So we can see how that one goes today. So trying to think of what the best weapon is actually going to be. And I think we'll probably want to stick to one of the guns. And I think let's stick with the revolver. That's kind of what I associate with Jack's gun. So we'll see how this one goes today. There we go. But we will be gaining an incredible amount of materials. Like, look at this. We're up to 57, 60, oopsie, 72. Like, it already seems fairly busted, to be fair. There we go. We lose a bit of half stint at the end of the day, but that is a-okay. So we'll grab some attack speed there. Grab some... Let's grab some dodge. I'm a sucker for dodge. Lock in that bag. We could even potentially go for the laser gun. I'm just kind of curious to see how this one ends up. Thief Stagger, nope. Chancellor Alien, we can lock in even more if we wanted to. So, yeah, revolver. Somehow we have all that extra money and we still only end up with 3. It's quite amusing. But yeah, so there was a lot of comments on yesterday's video, and I do appreciate it. A lot of them were wanting to see combinations with the engineer, for example. And it's definitely something that we can do. I just want to switch it up a little bit, so we're not going to stick to one particular character to start with. But perhaps in tomorrow's video, we'll go back to the engineer and we'll try something a little bit different, because there was quite a few interesting ones, to say the least. Let's go for the luck. Let's go for the range damage. That seems extremely good to me. Revolver, revolver. There we go. We got our 6 already. It's pretty nice. There we go. The Loud is just... Yeah, actually, the Loud and Jack is just a crazy combination. All those downsides that you got are so easily countered. Obviously, the enemies are still going to do an incredible amount of damage, and we definitely want to make sure we don't get hit. I mean, look at the amount of materials. And the fact we do extra damage against bosses is essentially just turning the Loud into an incredible character. Right, let's go for range damage. Let's go for dodge. Slowly building that up. Okay. More gentle aliens, yes, because we're going to be a little bit crazy with that. I want to see how far we can push that. Because remember, it's extra 200% materials from enemies, so the more guys we have, the better. We just got to make sure that we're going to be on top of our damage, which I think is fine. Because like I said before, if you actually have the money to buy stuff, you're in a good spot. There we go. Nice. You can see the enemies are starting to get to the point where there might be too many. So, we'll have to see how we go. I think I'll still take a few more. There we go. Range damage, perfect. Go for some more range. I like that. Okay. Just trying to think about what else we could do. Okay, I'm not trying to invest in anything else except stuff that will give us immediate benefit, I think. Thief Stagger, health recovery. Okay. Okay, I accidentally leveled that up to an epic, but that's fine. That is not a problem. So we want to still keep an eye out for a bandana if we're going for some items. We definitely want to find more attack speed. That's what I was on about. Which we can get from the level ups quite nicely. So with all these additional enemies as well, it would be worth trying to get some XP up. But so far, so good. I can't imagine what something like an elite horde wave would look like, though. Do with something to collect our materials, actually. I don't think we're ever going to get out of this harvesting hole that we've dug for ourselves, so let's go for the crit chance there. Baby elephants. I don't mind grabbing a little bit of luck. Yep, we'll go for that, even though we're tanking our attack speed. Okay, revolver. Getting so many of those at this point. And another revolver. Cool. So we don't have an elite horde wave. It's 3 elites today. Oh, wait, because I'm guessing that's because Jack can't have elite horde waves. Does that still work like that? If you've combined the two? I'm guessing if maybe if we pick Jack second, we could potentially get a horde wave. I don't know. I'm not sure how that coding would work out, actually. But interesting thought. There we go. I must apologize in advance. I've actually got the start of a cold again. That's the benefits of having a child that goes to nursery. You've got to have a cold at least once a month. Otherwise, do you really have a child? Yeah, we definitely take wings. Range damage is nice. I'm going to take the attack speed there, though. Oop. Combine them again. One of those things that I never know why I did that. Because it was a bit pointless, but at the same time... made me feel better. There we go. Wings are so good. And the fact that we got a fin as well. It's going to give us a little bit of lifesteal in case we do get hit. Just keeping an eye out on the eggs, because I don't really want to deal with any of those guys today. Or at least I don't want to be put in a position where I'm going to have to run differently. Whereas now it's a little bit more run where you want kind of thing. There we go. Definitely need to focus on attack speed. Heavily. I think if we get to wave 9, we're going to be in big trouble. If we haven't got any more attack speed. There we go. I think I'm actually going to roll. I was going to see if I could get attack speed, but that is a lot. Nice. Bigger revolver. SMG. Another revolver. Cool. I don't know if I want to tank it a bit more or not. Okay. Crit chance down. Don't think so. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, minus 11 attack speed. Not the best. I will admit. Definitely not the best. But we're destroying these big enemies. There's no doubt about that. There we go. Look at that armor guy. Didn't even stand a chance. There we go. So it's a pretty interesting mod, to be fair. Still trying to think of a whole bunch of combinations. So if you guys definitely have some, I'm writing them all down. Trying to give them a bit of variety. Like I said, we don't want to do 2 engineering runs in a row. Doesn't mean we can't just skip one day and then go back to it. There we go. Gonna come sneak through here. Want to grab all this materials. There we go. Nice. Nice. Happy with that. Yep, sure. Anvil is fantastic. Range damage. That's 9% dodge, though. That's a lot. Okay. So, what are we going to do? We are looking for... Grab a little bit of luck there. Going to say we're looking for attack speed. Attack speed? I mean, tentacle. That's not attack speed, but that'll do. Alright, let's hope for the best then, shall we? There we go. I'm a little bit worried. As you can see, everyone's got this really long cooldown in between firing. It almost feels like we're being overrun. I think if we have enough movement, I think we're okay. We just got to plan our movement a bit more in advance. By that, I mean try not to get caught up in the corners. There we go. So always try to come through the middle here if possible. That way they're kind of grouping up. There we go. Ooh, okay, this is a bit stressful. Okay, we made it. We've made it. Ooh, okay. Yes, to more. More range damage, because who needs the attack speed, right? I'm not doing that. You can forget that. Revolver, cool. What are we up to? XP gain isn't actually that bad. Enemies, we're at 5% enemies. Okay, that's a bit awkward. Okay, I need attack speed, please. Instead, you're giving me more and more enemies. This is extremely dangerous. Because if we have any of our weapons on cooldown, we are in big trouble. And I think potentially this wave might be the death of us. There we go. Feels okay, though. Which, the first part of this wave isn't the problem, it's the second part. I think the spawns increase quite a bit by the second half. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit overwhelming. I'm kind of just trying to fight my way out. Looking where they're going to spawn. There we go. The thing is, we outspeed most of these guys, so we're fine in that aspect. Ooh, stressful. Right. But you keep giving me, like, legendary stuff here. I gotta take that, right? Oh, thank you. Some attack. No. I feel like we take both. Okay. Okay. This is really weird. Up to 10% enemies. We'll definitely take the mouse. I just want to get a bit more attack speed first. I think that's the ideal. Or at least if I can find an ugly tooth to try and slow them down a little bit. That way us moving around gives us a bit more of an advantage against them. I think that would be good. I am in no way worried about any of the elites. I think the host could be the biggest problem for us, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. And the thing is, if we have a large number of enemies, we might get to the point where they start despawning, because there is a cap. So that's something to think about. Alright, that mummy is still chasing me. He's been chasing me for a while now. But we're quicker than him, which helps quite a bit. There we go, 5 seconds. Oh, that was close. Right. Attack speed. Nice. Nice. I'm keeping that for a second. Okay. 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 Really not sure how I feel about any of this at this point. Yeah, like I said, I think we're okay against the bosses. It's currently just our attack speed at the moment. That's the problem. There we go. We got to make sure that we can dodge this. Got to focus on dodging now, more than anything else. I think this wave is safe enough at this point. Or if we could find like a baby with a beard, I think that would help. We just need something that's gonna push our damage to a different part of the map, if that kind of makes sense. At the moment, we're only hitting one thing. There we go. Nice, though. Got hit there. I'm not worried about that. Yep, we'll take extra stomach. That's fantastic. Okay. Trying to get attack speed. Okay, we need attack speed. There we go, 15%. 12% damage, I'll take that. What are we up to? 38 dodge? Yep. Don't need that revolver, luckily enough. Enemy speed, lifesteal, baby elephants. We don't need coffee, we'll go for. Alright. So that should feel a lot better, having that extra attack speed. I mean, we did just give ourselves an extra 10% enemies. So that's a thing. But we should be okay. I definitely think I'm going to keep my hand on manual aim. Just in case we get caught by those guys that stop us from moving around. Because I don't think we can outspeed... Yeah, okay. This is getting a little bit too close for comfort. I don't think we can outspeed their attack. Ow, 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 ow. Leave me alone. Go away. There we go, there we go, there we go. Ooh. Think about how much we'd be doing if we had something. Ooh, okay. That is a lot of materials, though. That is a lot. Sure. Again, you can't really say no to that kind of thing. Yep. How much XP gain is that? That's a lot of XP gain. Especially with the amount of enemies we got. Wow. Alright. Small magazine, fantastic. Insanity is good. We're at positive speed, which is positive. Well, it is positive. Crit chance, 34%, so this is 37. Really doesn't have a very good crit chance, does it? Okay, I'm manually aiming on the chef alone. There we go. These ranged ones could be problematic. I think they'll be okay. We've got a good amount of lifesteal. We've got a good amount of attack speed. We're getting there with that one. So I think we'll be okay. Like I said, we're doing high enough damage that I'm not too worried about it. But considering we're level 23 and we haven't even hit wave 15 yet, that's quite impressive. Alright, you see what I mean by these? They're just sending loads of ranged projectiles at us. There you go. Right, these materials are getting so big, we're not even picking up everything that we need to at this point. Look at that. Alright. Sure, I'll take that. Take that. Enemies down. Please. Take that away from me. For range damage, you can't really fault that. 3 range damage again, you can't really... What in the world? Okay, let's do it. Yes, let's do that one as well. Maybe with a beard, we instantly take that. Bandana, fantastic. All of these we take. Okay, let's just survive this wave then, shall we? Alright, now we can see our materials flying in. I feel like today would have been an ideal day for Baby Gecko as well. Just so we could clear up. There we go. So attack speed, again, I think is okay now. I think we've kind of got over that hump by having Bandana and Baby with a Beard. We're in a good spot. So, there we go. I'm actually quite surprised of how powerful you can make some of these characters. Like, I knew you could kind of join ones that didn't really have a lot of negatives together and you'd still be fine, but even the penalty for playing with the GMO mod is quite a bit with the extra enemies, item prices, etc. So we're doing all right. Ooh, okay. I kind of want the dodge. Range damage, nice. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Wandering bots, nice. Injections, nice. Because we do have... what do you call it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Extra stomach. We don't mind tanking our health a little bit. We also have nearly max dodge. Oh, hello. When we're not firing, there's a big problem. There we go. Look at this. Let's clean up. That's an extra 8% damage for us, which is fantastic. I think if we could just get a silver bullet, we'll be fine. That'll be good. Critting for 600. There we go. So it's definitely the early game, I think, with this combination that's could be slightly problematic. There were a couple close calls because we weren't finding any form of attack speed. And I don't think I was rolling too heavily on the upgrades to try and make that happen. So that's something. There we go. And obviously we could never find coffee either, because that's just not a thing. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Speaking of coffee, take a sip. Range is still good. Crit chance. Let's re-roll for something a little bit better there. 10% attack speed. Sure. Do we? 25% extra enemies. Oh. I think we do it. Right. More enemies. Give us all the enemies we can. Gentle alien. Nice. Baby gecko. I'll take it. Harvesting. It doesn't matter at this point. Alright. Minigun time. There we go. I think we would have been upset with ourselves if we didn't take the minigun today. Minigun is just there, A, for a bit of fun, with the amount of enemies we've got, and we keep taking more enemies. And the fact if we do get hit in any way, the minigun is going to heal us up like crazy because of the lifesteal. There we go. Then if you imagine if we get, what is it called, the giant spell with the minigun, that would be incredible because that gives you, every time you hit an enemy with a crit, it does 10% of their current health or something. Which, yeah, any fast firing weapon, that's mad. There we go. I think we're officially in a spot where we don't really care what happens or what we take. 20% dodge, 5 lifesteal. Yeah, sure. We're overcapped a little bit at this point, but... Go the crit chance. Range damage. Sure, more lifesteal. Sure. More and more XP. Don't even... No, I'm not going to take another one. I'm not going to do another one. Just doing that for the crit chance, really, at that point. Okay. Pumpkin. So there's at least some damage down. Or some more damage from bandana. Okay. Alright, let's go. Wave 18. Level 31. I think that's maybe the highest level I've seen so far. Is a bit crazy because I think Jack gets plus 200% materials, doesn't he? And I think that counts for XP as well. Because every time you pick up materials, your XP goes up. So I think they're linked. Which is one thing to keep in mind. There we go. Yeah, we're pretty much just clearing up at this point. Not quite as strong as some of the characters in Patamod so far. But definitely feeling really good. There we go. Nice. It's turned into the mini game of just trying to get... Sorry, it's turned into a mini game of just trying to get as much of the materials as you can. Range damage, nice. Tardigrade, love to see it. Not worried about that. Trying to get as many enemies as we can at this point now. We've overcapped on dodge, so pickup range might not be a bad shout. Just for fun. Sure, more damage. Cool, another tardigrade. Love it. Just in case. Just in case. There we go. Look at these guys. Those little tentacles can take quite a hit. There we go. But it's absolute chaotic. I don't even know how much percentage enemies we're up to at this point. Just seems a bit mad. There we go. Whoopsie. Okay. Pickup range is helping a little bit just to get those last few bits that we might be missing. There we go. So I'm thinking maybe a 10-second wave 20. I don't think we're insta-killing them, but I think it's a 10-second. Especially because our damage is going to be front-loaded. Go for the attack speed. Let's go for 4 range damage. Nice. Don't need that. Actually, you know what? I'll go for that as well. Hunting trophy. A bit late at this point. You know what? Let's get as much percentage damage as we can, actually. Big arms, we'll take that. Range damage, 6% dodge down. That's fine, because we overcapped anyway. Okay. Okay. So let's have a look here quickly. 206% damage, 55 attack speed, that's fine. The big one here, nearly 200% XP gain. 45% enemies up, which doesn't sound like a lot. But when you think about it, that is from a negative as well. Alright, a little bit more, 12 seconds or something. But wasn't worried about that. So we had 7 gentle aliens. So that's 35% enemies. Alright. We then had 2 of these, which is an extra 20%. So that's 55% enemies up. We then had loud, which was 50%. So that was 105%. This gave us plus 15. So that was 120%. Yeah, I don't know how that... Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so Jack and Loud definitely busted. It is one to try. I think that was a ridiculous amount of damage. There was a lot of extra materials. A lot of XP gain. Look at that. Because we got to level 35. I don't think I've ever been to level 35, but there we go. If you guys have any combinations, definitely let me know. We'll get around to as many as we can. And you guys know what to do. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.